2009, Pink's All Out made history by drowning all 4 of those lanes in the deafening roar of grassroots racers going all out for fame and fortune. But once is never enough, so Pink's All Out has returned to make history again. Pink's All Out's first visit to the one and only 4-lane ZMax Dragway was so popular, news of a return engagement to Concord, North Carolina has drawn out hundreds of racers and thousands of fans from every corner of the U.S.
I see cars here from Illinois.
Representing Roanoke, Virginia.
Columbus, Ohio, we love you.
Down here from West Virginia to see how this thing will run.
And the world.
There was a guy here from Australia a little while ago.
Oh, hell, I'd love to be in the 64. You're going to race 4 cars at one time? They've really thought of everything.
It's Woodstock on wheels.
All right, good morning, racers. How are you? Because we're at ZMax, the Bellagio of dragways, we want to do something special. I just know that if you do your jobs and you race all out, give me everything you have each pass, somebody here is going to win $10,000.
And on hand to make sure that happens is the Pink's All Out crew. Top fuel champion Clay Milliken checks to see if the racers are ready for the ZMax track.
4-lane wide gonna bother you?
No.
Nah.
I'm like Rich. Hey, it'd be even better.
Weekend racer and radio personality Willie B spots a car already in trouble.
Builds up a lot of pressure, so pop it. At least it did it here and not in the middle of the track.
While car fabricator and pairings chief Ken Herring gives the racers a few tricks of the trade.
The trick to getting tire speed is lower pressure if you want wheel speed out of it, because what you're doing is you're cupping the tire.
Today, we're giving away a total of $25,000 in cash and prizes to you.
But to win the money at ZMax Dragway, both racer and car must be prepared to survive a fast, furious, and all-day, all-out 4-wide marathon. And to the victor go some hefty spoils. The 16 survivors of the 4-wide 64-car runoff take home a prize package from Wix Filters worth $550. The 4 winners of the 4-wide all-out 16 pocket $500 cash. And in a twist, the 3 winners of the 4-wide all-out 4 will scoop up $750. Only at ZMax Dragway will the top 2 winners of an all-out 3 score a cool grand. Then the last 2 survivors will battle it out for $10,000 cash in the Pink's All Out ZMax Dragway final. Twice the track means twice the chance for the hundreds of home-built dragsters who've come to ZMax Dragway to win it all. But to prove their worth to Rich, they have to make it through 2 qualifying rounds. First, racers go the standard 2x2 up against the tree, where the lights flash to green in less than 0.3 of a second. And right away, the ramped-up pace catches up with one racer.
I thought I was going to save it, but I didn't. It's just, I don't know what to say, but it's sickening.
Rich moves the surviving racers onto the second round of qualifying. And to make sure whoever's left is truly up to the ZMax Dragway challenge, he prescribes a heavy dosage of shock therapy.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a little 4-wide racing?
By unleashing a first ever all-out 4-wide qualifying frenzy.
There has been some cars run through here in a hurry.
Yeah, that ain't no lie.
I have never seen this many go at one time.
ZMax Dragway's 4-wide track brings out racers of every stripe. So it's no surprise when a NASCAR champ wants in on the drag racing action.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm Pink's welcome to Kurt Busch. Say hello. This is the Pink's welcome. So Kurt, here's the deal. What we decided to do is make you make a preliminary pass and find out how fast your car is. Then Brian, up in the tower up there, is going to find 3 cars almost identical times. They get to race you for cash.
Kurt Busch has traveled directly to ZMax Dragway after qualifying at Talladega to join Pink's all-out celebration of grassroots drag racing.
This is a blast. This place, this fun, this atmosphere, 4 wide here at ZMax. I mean, what better can it get for Pink's All Out? I'm just happy to be able to get away from my day job and come out and play.
If he chunks the start, all 20,000, you have permission to laugh your behinds off at Mr. Busch. How about that? This is Pink's country. This is drag racing.
I mean, this here's so new for me. The excitement level is just at an all-time high. I mean, I love the NASCAR circuit where you get out there and you run like a marathon. Here at Pink's drag racing, it's more like a 100-yard dash.
Kurt's out to show the world he can do more than just turn left. He can go straight and all out with the best of them.
Oh! It was like an electric hybrid, and all of a sudden it goes 8 seconds.
Rich and the crew gather the 3 cars whose times were closest to Kurt's pass. These 3 lucky grassroots backyard-built hot rods will get their chance to show the Sprint Cup champion how drag racing is done, and the racer who crosses the finish line first will get a once-in-a-lifetime shot at taking down the NASCAR Pro one-on-one.
Push in the left-hand lane. Wait for it! Oh!
Racer Gary Jones annihilated his competition with a time of 8.577. He's not only winning his shot at taking on Kurt Busch mano-a-mano, but he's also made the Stock Car Pro the underdog.
What are you going to do to beat Kurt Busch in this race?
I'm glad you put him on the left-hand side.
Okay.
He likes to turn left, so out of the way.
Kurt, what do you plan on doing to beat this man?
I've got my Dodge against this Chevy. We got him beat already.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Gary, it's Kurt, for $500. First to the finish time wins.
I've drag raced for about 20 years, so hopefully I can give him a lesson. And, you know, if he wants to invite me to a circle track, he can give me a lesson.
Kurt Busch will win it. He'll win it. Kurt ain't gonna win. Chevy's got it.
I'm afraid that Kurt can't handle that
I don't think
Chevrolet
he
over there.
All I know is we're going all out.
Here we go.
Coming up, one car brakes under pressure.
Whoa!
And later,
There's a Honda in lane 3.
a would-be giant killer takes on the competition.
Here comes the Honda.
Pink's All Out has returned to Concord, North Carolina, home of the only 4-lane drag strip on the planet, ZMax Dragway. NASCAR champ Kurt Busch is racing his 1970 Dodge Challenger against lucky grassroots racer Gary Jones's 1990 Beretta when Gary suddenly slips out of the groove.
I saw him come creeping over into my lane, or coming towards my way a little bit, but it was neck and neck when his tires broke loose. It was awesome, man. This is what it's all about.
We all ran all out, so I don't know what they did.
This car's been straight as a bullet all day long, and the minute I start talking a little smack, see what I get myself into.
Kurt Busch took a rare right turn out of Talladega to run straight and all out through 4-wide drag racing country.
This is where you just live life for every day that it's worth, and you go and do new things, and I'm proud of my guys for helping me get this car to this point.
There's Kurt Busch. He won it, folks, fair and square.
Rich and the crew get back to the serious business of determining which class of car will race for $25,000 in cash and prizes.
We got one more?
The remaining 4-wide qualifying races wrap up. And after the final times are tabulated, it's the low 11-second street-driven big muscle hot rods that scored a razor-thin spread.
From the fastest car to the slowest car, they're separated by 0.43 seconds.
The cars who scored the narrowest times are chosen, not for just a 32-car runoff, but for the first ever 4-wide Pinks All-Out 64-car runoff.
1:14. Yeah! There you go, brother. Get your car. Congratulations.
I rode out my first wheelie today, and now I made the top 64.
188.
I'm going to go for all of it.
Are you going to win it?
Win it!
134.
I can't believe we made the 64-car runoff on Pinks.
The final racer for this group is car 93.
This is my 7th one, and I finally got big. Consistency pays off.
To run 4 lanes, it's unbelievable.
It made the whole trip worth it for us. I'm so excited.
I'm excited. I'm waiting for 4 wide, ready to roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hear cars.
The cars line up for the first ever Pinks All-Out 4-wide 64-car runoff. These rumbling low 11-second giants line up to put pedal to the floor through 16 4-wide all-out races, trying to muscle out 3 other competitors and win their spot in the all-out 16. Rich keeps the races moving as fast as they can go as a layer of dark clouds rolls in over the stadium.
Clouds ain't looking good, but you know, that's one thing about the 4-lane. At least we can knock them out in a hurry.
It's beginning to mist, but the conditions are still safe enough to race. But by the look of things, that won't last long.
Let's see who gets to the finish line first.
Something.
Hey, Willie, it seems to me when the back half of your car doesn't leave with you, it's not a good thing.
Rich, they only had that rear end in there for a week. It was a brand new rear end. Sheared it right off.
I'm fine, scared but fine. Edit that.
That's crazy.
If breaking the car don't say we went all out, then I don't know what else will.
Rich gets the 4-wide racing back on track before the dark clouds above make good on their threat of rain.
I felt a few drops.
We're going as fast as we can.
Rich pushes the remaining races of the 64 into double time. Because these racers aren't just racing against Rich's arm drop and each other. They're racing against Mother Nature.
Yeah! One last pass. Let's get this one in before Mother Nature has her way. Oh, is that an import? There's a Honda in lane 3. Yep. Here comes the Honda.
Whoa!
The little giant-slaying Civic crossed the finish line first. But from the tower, timing ref Brian Bassone signals Rich with the call.
It's done.
On behalf of all imports, please remove your hats because the import was too fast. He's going home. The Honda almost made it, brother.
It looked like it to me. It looked like you won.
May I present to you your Wix Pinks All-Out 16. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Rich and the crew tore through the 64-car runoff without a second to spare. And in the end, 16 rubber-burning renegades survive, all chomping at the wheel to send a few more cars home.
Woo, baby! I made it!
It feels pretty exhilarating, especially 4 wide.
Unbelievable. I'd never thought I'd be here.
Yeah, I took on my Geritol and X-Lax today, so I'm good. This hat right here, my girl gave it to me, told me I had to wear it. Everybody's looking at me all weekend. Why am I wearing a pink hat? She said it's good luck.
Hope to go on and win it all.
But he may not get that chance. Rain falls over ZMax Dragway, soaking the track and making it far too slick to race.
Unfortunately, Pinks All Out will be canceled this evening. We apologize for the weather. We thank you for coming out. So racers in the pits, if you're one of the 16, make sure you show up tomorrow.
Coming up, the rain clears, but the time off messes with the racers' heads.
Long night.
A lot of nerves.
I was really hoping we'd get it in last night. I felt I was in the zone last night.
And later, it doesn't get any bigger than this.
This is the battle of the manufacturers, the battle of the brands.
Pink's All Out is making a return visit to the world-famous ZMax Dragway, the only 4-wide drag strip on the planet. Rich and the crew blazed through the 64-car runoff before the event was postponed due to rain. But it's a glorious new day. The sun's out, the track is dry, and the fans flock back for some more one-of-a-kind 4-wide grassroots racing.
Gotta see who wins. Poe's sitting at home doing housework, so this is much better.
Yeah.
The surviving 16 racers return after getting plenty of time to rest and to think, which in drag racing can be a very bad thing.
A little nervous. It was a long night.
A lot of nerves. A lot of anticipation.
You lay on your right side and you think, you lay on your left side and think. It was that way all night long.
I was really hoping we'd get it in last night. I felt I was in the zone last night.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great privilege to announce to you the 16 all-out finalists. Let's give them a hand. Did you run your cars all out? Yes. Congratulations, you did, and what you received for that is a spot in the all-out 16. But you also get a Wix gift package worth $550. Your $550 gift certificate is inside the box. Now, 4 of you will line up. There'll be only 1 winner moving on. 3 of you are going home after 1 pass. 16 will become 4 very quickly. Are all your vehicles up to the challenge? Yes, sir. Are all of you racers up to the challenge? Yes. For the 16 racers at ZMax, I wish you the best of luck. Gentlemen, to your cars and let's race. Let's go, boys.
It's time to strap down and helmet up for the Wix Filters All Out 16. 4 intense 4-wide races to determine who deserves a spot in the All Out 4 and $500 cash.
Willie B, why don't you tell us who's competing in tonight's competition?
All right, Rich, right here in lane 1 is going to be Timothy Briley, driving an 84 Camaro. He's owned the car 4 years. He laid down a 000 light, Rich, a perfect reaction time. This kid is focused.
Ever since I got in the car, I've never been nervous. Just get from A to B.
All right, and lane number 2, David Riddle in his 1971 Nova SS. Says the car sleeps until it sees a drag strip.
Take this thing to the line and she wakes up, we're gonna ride. That's what I'm gonna tell you, all out.
Chad Jones, 1986 Monte Carlo. He's fueled, he's fired up.
Finally realized I got into final 16, but last night they just hadn't really set in.
The Lone Mopar, lane number 4, Plymouth Duster. He bought this car off the internet, Rich, racing again because his kids are all grown up out of the house.
I used to race 30-some years ago with a small block Duster. I got out of it for 25 years. I bought another car a year ago just to run Pinks here, and this is it.
Let's see who wins this first round. Between 3rd lane and 2 lane was .04.
I feel good today, too, just as good as I did last night, so we'll see what happens.
I feel bad, but it's always next year.
Got a lot farther than I figured it would, so hey, it's been a good weekend all in all.
I was about that far from winning.
All right, second round, Rich. Lane number 1. For all you Chevy fans, his name is Scotty Scott. That's really his name. 383 small block Chevy. He's owned it for a few years, did all the work himself.
I said I'm running all out. All out. I don't have anything, no sandbagging here.
In this lane, we have Kurt Flanagan in a 1970 Camaro. Family's owned this car since 1973.
If I feel good and the car's running great, I feel like I can win.
All right, in this lane, we got us a 1971 Demon. This car is actually a rental. It's not even his car. He's just driving it for fun.
How many Demons have you seen lately? Or how many Mopars even make it to a final anywhere?
Lane number 4, this will be a 1967 Oldsmobile 442, 469 cubic inches of stroke Oldsmobile big block power.
I don't look back at the other guy beside me. I just straight ahead and focus on, getting there first.
4 cars, but only 1 spot. Let's see who can get it done.
Separated by .015. That's 7 feet.
My heart's in my throat. Adrenaline's rolling. The Camaro beside me got a little bit better jump, but I had more top end than he did. There's nothing wrong with this car except the loose nut behind the steering wheel.
He had a faster car. The Mopar got it. He got us all.
Car did good. I think I was probably the slower one of the 4, so a little discouraging, but, racing 3 is difficult.
I got all of them off the line. Right past the 8th mile, the car started breaking up. I pumped the gas a couple times, I didn't clear it up, and I watched them all pass me.
Willie, who do we got?
All right, here we go. Back in lane number 1, 91 Mustang. He got here at 1 o'clock today, and the car was actually broke. Did a little work, borrowed some parts from his dad to get it fixed.
I got a lot of 4 guys out there, and they've been talking to me and said, do us proud. So I said, well, I'm gonna try.
Lane number 2, this is Dean. He loves racing, he's stoked about it. He watches your arm drop practices.
When you get the helmet on, you don't even have to put that game face, whatever you think it is, it's on.
Right here, this 67 Le Mans. Best memory in this car, the car broke down with his girlfriend in it. He used a gum wrapper, put it in a fuse box, got her home, and the girl broke up with him. He kept the car.
You just got to get back in your mental game. I mean, once I get my driver's suit on, it kind of puts you in that mental zone.
And then Bert in the 1969 Nova, 3rd time trying pinks. You finally selected his field. He's super stoked to represent this low 11 high 10 class.
Never been on a big race like this is. Never have took anything home like this. So this will be very special to me.
I think he's gonna do good.
I think you're right.
Like I said, he had all that trouble last night. You know how that always works.
Oh, yeah.
When you always have a bunch of trouble, you always end up winning.
I can't say enough, man. I'm blown away right now. It's been a roller coaster ride ever since we got here. I'm hoping I can take the cash.
I knew the Mustang was quicker. I knew I had to get him out of the hole, hoping I wouldn't be paired up with him.
Car picked up good on the upper end, but it's nothing off the starting line.
The car hooked. I mean, I was right on that guy's fender. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Willie, tell us about this last group coming up.
Lane number 1, it would be Glenn in his 1969 Camaro, 582 cubic inches of big block Chevrolet sitting underneath the hood.
Just trying to get right mindset for today and just go out and do the best I can.
Now in the 2nd lane, Corey McLeod loves 57 Chevys. The car is named Dreammaker because it's always been his dream to own a 57 Chevy.
It's streetable, actually, it's still titled and all, but that's what I wanted and that's why I've kept it.
Tim in lane 3, a 1967 big block Chevelle. Guy paid $200 for that car 17 years ago.
The car was actually headed for the junkyard when I actually bought it from a lady.
And in lane 4, this would be Milton, a 1971 AMC Matador.
And you're not even paying attention to the other guys next to you, just running your own race. Whether it's one next to you or 3 of them next to you.
There's only 1 spot left. Here comes lane 1, here comes lane 3. Look at 2, close to call.
Coming up, 3 cars, 2 spots, 1 race. Don't blink.
Walk me through the competition and what you think's gonna happen. Who's gonna win this one?
And later, the pressure mounts. and one racer cracks.
I did not move. That cost him $10,000.
Pink's All Out has spent the entire weekend at the world's only 4-wide drag racing mega complex, ZMax Dragway. Heavy rains cut the first day of racing short. But the clouds are gone, and the crew, the crowd, and the cars are back to finish what they started. It's the final race of the Wix Filters All Out 16. Whoever crosses the finish line first nabs $500 cash and secures the last spot in the All Out 4.
Look at two close to call. They were separated by 0.04 seconds.
It's got to be the best. Gonna go out and win this.
I was ahead till right there. I seen him come by me right there at the finish line.
The tires sat out here in the sun and got a little warm. I may have let them down just a little bit too low.
I don't know. It was so close at the finish line, I couldn't tell who won or who lost. It's racing. Can't win them all.
It took only 4 short but hard-fought rounds to send 12 racers packing. 4 top-notch cars and their cool-as-ice drivers remain.
They're $500 richer, and more importantly, they now have a 25% chance at $10,000 cash.
As Randy, Clifford, Sharon, and Glenn line up in the pink staging area to wait to run the race of their lives,
Ken, you're gonna love this.
Ken, Clay, and Willie B meet at the pairings board to take their picks as to who'll survive the All Out 4.
I'm going with the Blue Duster. When we came to ZMax a year ago, we didn't select his field. He's been a year preparing for today. I think this is the guy right here. Clay, you're going with the Demon.
I'm telling you, that guy knows how to race.
I'm going with the White Mustang.
And you're going with the White Mustang.
The guy had so much trouble. That's why I'm telling you, that's the winner.
All right, Cliff, you're my pick. I picked you. It's a Mopar. I know you're a veteran racer. You're my guy.
He was saying earlier that the entire weight of the Mopar Nation was right here on his shoulders.
Mr. Mopar did not pick you, by the way.
Okay, that's cool. You're just a wildcat.
I don't want to put any pressure on you. You're my pick.
I'm gonna try and put this car in the winner's circle, so.
Well, look here, I never pick a Ford, so this is a big step for me.
I think this is the guy right here.
I've been waiting.
We have actually all picked our own cars for the win.
I know you didn't pick this
I didn't pick you, I'm not gonna lie.
That's okay.
Are you nervous?
No.
All right, Glenn, I'm gonna tell you the truth. There's 3 guys that are so-called experts on this show. None of us chose you.
Well, that's your own fault.
We started with 400 racers, and now there are 4 racers standing. Congratulations. How about $500 for your time and effort? Right, no betting? Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
Guys, really, congratulations.
Thank you, Rich.
This is truly a last man standing competition. The game playing is over. You have to be perfect. This is it. You know what to do?
Oh, yeah.
All right, gentlemen, shake hands, get ready, and we're gonna race. Here we go.
This is the All Out 4 ZMax style. One 4-wide race to determine who moves on to the uniquely ZMax All Out 3. The car who crosses the finish line last will be going home, while the 3 survivors get to pad their wallets with $750 cash.
Willie, how do you like this race?
Love it. It's a great matchup. We had 2 of our Mopars make the field. We got a Chevy Ford. All the big 3 represented here, ready to do some battling.
Deep in the heart of Chevy country, Randy Martin's 550 horsepower 73 Duster, Sharon Delai's 600 horsepower 91 Mustang, and Clifford Bryant's 1971 small but deadly Demon are itching to upset Glenn Hilchey's massive Merlin 3-powered 69 Camaro to secure their spot in the All Out 3 and add $750 to their take-home pay.
One racer's going home. Here we go.
Coming up, 4 cars race, but only 3 move on. And later, The field narrows, and it's anybody's game.
The experts, my team, are calling it a split.
Pink's All Out is at the world-famous ZMax Dragway, pushing the drag racing envelope with a weekend-long, all-out, four-wide Ironman contest. It's down to the All-Out 4, one race to pocket $750 cash and move on to the first ever All-Out 3.
The Mopar is going home!
Got a good jump. Track's biting good. Feels good all the way.
I'm good to go, man. I just want to get it done with.
I think I got my tires too warm. But it's still hooked and went good.
Thought I left real good, and I was out in front. I didn't see anybody till about 3/4 way, and then they pulled around.
Clifford Bryant's 71 Demon was the last to cross the finish line, but it was a well-fought race in a brutally tight field. It's already been a weekend full of firsts. The first ever four-wide qualifying rounds, the first ever four-wide 64-car runoff, and the first ever four-wide all-out 16. But things are just getting warmed up. Randy, Sharon, and Glenn move on to the first ever all-out 3, which, unbeknownst to any of them, also fulfills a long-time wish for Rich and the entire Pink's All-Out crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get any bigger than this. There are 3 spots in the finals. There's a Chevy, there's a Ford, there's a Mopar. This is the battle of the manufacturers, the battle of the brands. Okay, now guys, Kenneth, Clay, Willie, walk me through the competition and what you think's gonna happen. Who's gonna win this one?
I gotta tell you, I'm feeling the 73 Plymouth Duster.
Okay.
He's focused, he's got that look in his eyes.
Ken Herring.
You know what? I'm going to go out of my box. I'm actually going to take the Mustang because this guy has had the most trouble. His transmission burned up in his truck when he got here. He broke 2 rocker arms last night. If it wouldn't have been for the rain, he wouldn't even be here today.
Clay Milliken.
Well, you know what? The car that I chose to win this competition was Cliff in the Green Demon. He's out, he's headed home. And I hate to say this, and I hate to agree with Ken, but I think he just made the correct call, and I'm going with him. It's going to be the Ford.
Your 3 finalists are separated by .07. That's about 8 feet.
Look, my pick for the finals was you and the Mustang, so the only thing you got to do here is make sure you're faster than that. But not as fast as that.
Not as fast as that. Well, you'll have to go talk to them.
It feels good. Track's biting good, and I feel like I got his drop down pretty good.
I was a little worried because you didn't necessarily get a big burnout in there. I hit your tires, but it was still sticky enough. Came out hole, you spun just a little bit out of the hole. So.
Track's still good.
Yeah.
All right, now you know you're my pick. You were second to the stripe, and that works for that round. We got one more Mopar.
Yeah.
We knocked Clay's pick out. Willie's pick, Willie's non-knowledgeable pick is that other one.
Yeah,
so
right.
it's your job now. Take that out.
All right. I'll see what I can do for you.
Jerome, Randy, Glenn, or should I say Ford, Mopar, Chevy. You are now $750 richer.
Thank you, sir.
This is where we are in the competition, guys. Glenn, this is Chevy country. What are you going to tell all your fellow Chevy fans what you're going to do to win this competition?
They just got to root me on, and I'm going to win it.
Randy, 2 of my experts have said you're the man to beat. How and why you're going to beat the Ford and the Chevy?
I just feel like if I watch your arm drop and the car does like it's doing, I don't think I'll have any problem.
Jerome, tell me what you're going to do to beat 2 good veteran drivers.
The only thing you can do is just stay cool in the car, stage up, go off your arm drop, and hope for the best.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready? Racers to your cars, shake hands, and let's race!
Show those guys back in the shop what you can do.
That's right. Go out there and prove everybody wrong.
There you go, man.
Let's get it on.
You ready?
Take this petty blue car and do something in here in Carolina
petty
with
blue,
it.
brother.
There you go.
Do it in Carolina.
I hope so.
Is there anything more fun than what you're doing right now?
Absolutely not.
Go do it, brother.
The time has come for the first ever All-Out 3. Glenn Hilchey has the Chevy-loving crowd firmly behind his deadly consistent 69 Camaro. But fans or no fans, Randy Martin's 73 Duster is still the fastest car left in the running, while underdog Sharon Delai's 91 Ford has two big things going for it: a newly installed transmission and a go-for-broke, all-or-nothing wind at its back. The first two to the finish line move on to the all-out final and move $1,000 cash into their pockets.
If that Mopar makes it past this round, he's gonna get it.
Thanks, you're right.
Good luck, boys. Good luck, boys.
Coming up, Rich pulls a fast one.
I caught him. That slow reaction time just cost him $10,000.
And later, the all-out final reaches a fever pitch.
My adrenaline, I can't, look at that. I can't even.
Imagine if you were in the car.
Pink's All Out is at the one and only 4-wide drag racing strip, ZMax Dragway. It's down to the first ever Pink's All Out 3, where one Ford, one Mopar, and one Chevy are battling it out in a true Super Bowl of speed. Whoever crosses the finish line last is going home.
The Chevy's going home. It's gonna be Sharon, it's gonna be Randy.
Real men wear pink, baby. This hat got me here. I'm gonna try and take it home.
Now we got to get rid of the Ford now. Okay? 2 runs, that's all it's going to be.
How did you feel on that pass?
I blew the tires off it.
Okay, Glenn just said, ladies and gentlemen, that he blew the tires on the start. That was a critical error. He was done before he started.
Glenn's demise began with his burnout. This thrilling display of revving tires kicking up massive clouds of smoke signals the beginning of each and every drag race. But it's also a crucial component to a successful run. A layer of water is hosed a few feet from the starting line. The back tires spin over the water, kicking up smoke and literally melting the outer layers of rubber. If done right, the tires will grip the track like glue, ensuring a tight launch and a straight pass. But overdoing it can burn a hole straight through to the rim, or worse. Shred the studs, and the tire will pop right off the axle.
And it cost Glenn, unfortunately, $10,000, right?
Yep. Normally, I wouldn't be happy that Chevrolet's going home, but I am happy that my pick is still in.
And I'm happy that my pick is still in. Clay,
Well,
what about you?
You know what?
No, what are you happy? Oh, your pick's not in.
My pick's not in,
Oh,
but
hey.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. That Mopar's fast.
Glenn and his 69 Camaro are going home. Only 2 remain.
This is perfect. Not where I want to be yet. I still want to go some more.
We'll see what happens. I don't care what happens. I'm gonna run it out.
After the 4-wide 64-car runoff, the 4-wide All-Out 16, the 4-wide All-Out 4, and the sudden death All-Out 3, this historic weekend for Pink's All-Out has, at long last, come to the final. A marathon best-of-3 hot lap bout between the 2 best of the best. Randy Martin's experienced, unflinching focus at the controls of his 73 Duster against the quick-eyed reflexes of Sharon Delai behind the wheel of his 91 Mustang for the ZMax Dragway Championship and $10,000 cash.
The first one, when there was 4 up there, you didn't leave so good. That one, I was get back here and I was like, focus on his shoulder. That one, you left phenomenal. Ken was like, you didn't leave that Mustang.
Focus on your shoulder. You want to get in the car with him next time?
I told him to focus on his shoulder. That's what Rich says. Focus on my shoulder.
That's not what I focus on.
What do you focus
I
on?
focus on his hips.
Let's just be honest here. The guy next to you is just a touch faster than you. Not a lot,
he is.
but a little. You understand it's important to get off on those arms.
You ain't lying about that. This is showtime right now.
I have been in the spot where I have raced a car that's quicker than me. Hit that arm drop and you can win this thing.
To my knowledge, down there, I think he had me by half a fender.
Well, then you need a half a fender when you leave.
Jerome, Randy, and then there were two. Here is $1,000 more to put in your pockets cash, courtesy of Speed. Jerome, what are you gonna do in this competition to bring home the hot lap 2 out of 3 competition?
I'm gonna put this Ford in the winner's circle.
He's gonna put the Ford in the winner's circle. Do you have anything to say about that?
We'll see after this run.
All right, that's what you want to hear. So this is how this competition is going to work. It's a hot lap best 2 out of 3 competition. You must stay in your vehicle. If you get out of your vehicle, you'll be disqualified. And if your car breaks down, you will be going home with your car. You must complete 2 wins in order to take home the $10,000 cash. Shake hands. Let's race for the championship. Good luck. Let's go.
This kid over here, he's getting jacked up over here.
Too, yeah.
He is good.
Young boy.
He's good. He's good.
I think I'd really want to do it for me and my sweetheart right here.
He's my best friend. I know he's gonna win.
Fire him up! My adrenaline, I can't, look at that. I can't even.
Imagine if you were in the car.
Let's see the burnout, boys!
The first race of the all-out final will be run in lanes 1 and 2.
I did my dangest to go give him a pep talk to get off that start line. That's what he's got to have.
Coming up, Pink's All Out is at the one and only ZMax Dragway. After 2 thrilling days of 4-wide racing, it's down to the first race of the all-out final. Young Sharon Delai's 91 Mustang against 30-year vet Randy Martin and his 73 Duster, racing for $10,000 cash.
.04 separated it, but who got the better start? The Ford. Now, here's what I did. All day long, I've been dropping the racers at around 3 seconds. I thought I saw Randy taking a little bit of a nap. I dropped him at less than 2 seconds. I caught him. That slow reaction time just cost him 1 race because he was getting comfortable with that 3 seconds that I was holding. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the winner of race 1, Sharon in the Ford.
Randy and Sharon swapped to lanes 3 and 4 for the second race.
I'm telling you though, you watch, as soon as that Mopart's gonna step up.
I don't know, man. He wasn't late.
They must win 2 out of 3. They can't get out of their cars, but they can give us the burnout of a lifetime right now. It's a must win for the Mopar. It's 1 win away for the Ford. Jumped. It's the Ford took the competition. Randy moved before I moved. That cost him $10,000. Ladies and gentlemen, say ho to your Pink's winner. It's Sharon in the Ford.
You won!
What happened?
He jumped! What?
I thought the whole time I lost. Oh my God.
Hey boys, let me take you there a little business. First of all, Randy, would you agree on that first pass in the finals that Sharon got you?
Yes.
Okay, and Randy, would you agree on the second pass where it was a must-win for you that again, Sharon got you?
Yes.
Okay, we want to congratulate you, Sharon. Here's $10,000 cash and the title of ZMax Champion of Pinks All Out. On behalf of all of us, this is the Pinks All Out Grand Champion ZMax title.
Wow.
There's only one of these in the world, my friend, and you have it. So Sharon, enjoy that, my friend. Congratulations.
Sharon Delay is a true come-from-behind underdog. He was nearly done after the 64-car runoff, but he and his crew rallied through the rain delay to bring his Mustang roaring back to life. It's difficult to say if his ultimate victory hinged on his quick reflexes, or the determination of his crew, or maybe it all came down to his girlfriend's gift of a lucky Pinks hat.
Hey, and real men wear pink.